Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to recreate a look that Mario did on Kim Kardashian a while back, where she has the blue eyeshadow, blue eyeliner, and nude lip. Hair is up in a pony. She doesn't have hers wrapped like mine. She just has a black scrunchie, but I decided why not. So I don't have all of the essentials needed to create this look. I do have blue eyeshadow. I have some glitter. I know she's not wearing glitter in this photo, but I'm kind of gonna just make this my own. And I also have some face paint here that I might use because it's super pigmented. There's a couple different blues that I can choose from, and it's more of a creamy consistency. It's not like a normal face paint that I've worked with before. Normal face paints, when I put it on the kids, they can feel it and they're like, feels like there's a sticker on my head. But with this one, when I use it, they can't feel it, so they forget that it's on there and they'll accidentally wipe their face. So I'm hoping that maybe I can use it somewhere in this look. Let's get started. So I've already moisturized. I used my CBD moisturizer. We're gonna go in with base tape. I have my base tape down. I'm going to conceal and hydrate with my foundation, Revolution Pro. I'm not going to use a whole lot this time. I'm going to focus more on my concealer. Okay, I used kind of a light layer of my foundation. I'm going to go in and conceal and hydrate with my concealer, and I'm just going to go straight in with this one. If you know me, you know I'm a huge fan of the Kardashians because I love, love, love. I've been a fan of the show for so long. I think the reason I got into the show to begin with was because I didn't have any older sisters, and actually I didn't have any sisters at all. And I didn't know how to do my makeup, and I didn't know like what style, like what's cute, what's not cute. And I feel like Kim and her family have kind of become a mainstream staple of style and fashion, and I love the transformations they've gone through. It's kind of crazy to watch. You know, I have a autographed photo of Kim that my brother gave me for Christmas one year, and I bawled. I cried so hard when he gave it to me. I was so happy. It was literally like the greatest thing ever. I still have her. She's hanging over on my wall, and I keep her with me as inspiration because if you look at this photo, she's almost unrecognizable, and I have to remind myself that everybody starts from somewhere. Granted, they did have a leg up in the industry because of who they are and who their family represented, but I just feel like, you know, you have to remind yourself that if you want something, you have to go out and get it. Nobody's going to hand it to you. And I just feel like she's a perfect representation of that. So anyways, off my soapbox, I'm going to continue. We're going to do some eyebrows now. I cleaned them up a little bit. It was so nerve-wracking. I was afraid I was gonna fail, but I feel like I did pretty good. You have to be conservative with your brows, you know. If you take off too much, then it can kind of ruin the whole shape and look that you're going for. So I tried to be very conservative with how many little hairs I took out. So I just brushed them out with my little Revolution Pro, the little microblade pencil, and I'm just gonna fill them in. She has that nice fade in the middle, and I don't know how they get that look. I'm gonna finish the other one first, and then we'll go through and conceal, and that will probably help. It's okay. I really do like this concealer a lot. We're gonna buff that out. Let's get into this eye. Ooh, I'm scared. This is like super bright and like kind of crazy for me. I'm like Kim. I don't stray away from neutrals. Neutrals are like everything to me. If you look at all of my lipsticks and lip colors, they're all neutral, which helps me in this situation because in the look, her lips are neutral. But as far as the eye goes, I'm very much like a neutral, browns, nudes, pinks sometimes, but it has to be like a lighter nudie pink, peachy pink, mostly browns. I typically stay away from black as well. I don't even have a blue eyeliner, which is kind of crazy though, because I do have like a few crazy eyeliner colors. I have like a green and purple and stuff. Oh my gosh, I just found one. Okay, it's like a dark navy blue. It's called Blue Diamond, IOU. This could work. I'm actually so stoked that I just found this. I'm gonna start all over first with, this is called Stellar Iridescent Highlight in the color Nebula. I don't use it as a highlighter. I don't think it's meant for my skin tone, but I think it could be really good as like an all over shadow base for this look. So I'm going to start with this cool little brush that I have. It's a Farah brush, Farah, and this is 35E. And I'm going to go all over the lid with Nebula. It has nice blue and kind of pinky undertones. And it builds pretty well. Just kind of takes a lot. There's not super amount of pigmentation. We have our shadow base done. So I have this Naked Cosmetics Heavy Metal, and it's like super blue and iridescent-y. And I have some loose glitter from my face painting kit and more, but these are like bigger chunks of glitter. So again, this is my take on this blue Kim Kardashian look. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to completely step-by-step recreate it unless I had the palette that Mario was using and all that stuff. And who wants to completely copy somebody? That's just so lame. I mean, if you want to like just for your own personal gain try and recreate something step by step, I think that's really cool. But for me personally, I like to look at something and then kind of go off of how I feel, and I'm gonna stick with the blues. That's the goal of this whole video, is to do the blue eye look. Okay, so she does have like a really faded, blown out kind of shadow look going on here. We're gonna try this. This is Ultramarine, and it is my body painting Allure wonderful body painting kit. Like I said, the colors are a little bit oily. I'm going to work with them and see how they feel on top of that highlighter base. And if it sucks, oh well. I put a little bit of that ultramarine on my hand, and I'm using one of my face painting brushes, and it's like a little flat square brush. I guess I'm just gonna go right into it. I'm gonna start on the lash line and then work my way out. And if it looks like shit, I'll just cover it up with this. Okay, so this is not wonderful, but it isn't terrible. It's actually blending out pretty well. Better than I was expecting it to be honest. But as I'm blending it out, it is kind of picking up in the really pigmented places. I just need to kind of blow out that harsh line a little bit more, and it's working surprisingly well. I might just use this brush as a wing brush though, because that little blue wing that I just made is pretty slick. I'm gonna tell a secret. Do you guys want to know how fascinated with the Kardashians I am. When I first moved to Vegas and I got my own apartment, I didn't have cable or internet, and I really needed my Kardashian drip. I had just moved out of student housing. They had cable there. And I had no access to the Kardashians. This was before their Snapchat and Instagram stories were kind of a thing. So what I did, I went on Amazon and I purchased seasons 1 through 3 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I still have them on DVD to this day, and I don't rewatch them because now I have Hulu and I can watch whatever season I want on Hulu. That is really how intrigued and how much I love them. So, fun fact about me. Once again, just kind of blowing out those inner corners and fading that harsh line. And I didn't bake yet, so just in case I need to go through with any concealer and fix any of this, I am able to. We're going to go into Naked Cosmetics Heavy Metal, and I'm going to use this nice little round by Good Night, number 110, or Luxie Good Night, I don't know. I'm going to open this up, dump a little bit of pigment into the lid. Actually, I don't know if I want to use this brush. I'm going to use one of my face painting brushes, actually. We're not done with this brush yet. I'm going to use it for just along the lash line. It looks like she's packed on a good amount of color. That is pretty solid. So what we don't want is that harsh line right there. We want it to be nice and kind of faded and even. I think it might be working. I'm not a professional. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's that bad. Maybe I'm wrong. See, that one actually looks better. This, ladies, is the time when cotton balls come in handy. Next, I'm going to use my eyeliner. Next, I'm going to go in with some glitter. And I'm going to use one of my face painting brushes. This one right here. It's a little flat brush. And I'm going to get it a little wet and then dip it straight into my glitter. I'm going to pack it on my lash line. Cute. That's actually really nice. Something I've learned in my days of doing kids face painting is if you ever mess up, glitter and rhinestones, and you'll be perfectly fine. So I have a bunch of glitter that fell down onto my face, so I'm gonna go through with a brush and clean that up. Cute little wing. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to clean up underneath my eyes, conceal, bake, brighten. Not really, I don't have those products, but I'm going to conceal, I'm going to bake, and I'm going to definitely contour and highlight. So snatches that eye so much. Yo. Next, I'm going to bake. I'm going to dampen my little beauty blender. I don't know. I saw James Charles do that. He dampens his beauty blender before he bakes. I don't know if that's a thing that you're supposed to do. That just kind of, I feel like that ruined my powder just now. Under eye baking. Yeah, I don't know if I would dampen my beauty blender before going into your baking powder, just because I feel like it made all the powder stick to the bottom of the cap that I'm trying to use as a little tray. Maybe I'll just use a brush. Whew. Okay, so while I'm baking, I'm gonna go in with my contour bronzer. So I have this, it's called Moods. It's by Laura Sanchez. I don't know if this is an eyeshadow or a bronzer. It's pretty dark, but I kind of like it for a bronzer. Yeah, OMG, that is probably an eyeshadow. Wow, zoinks. Well, actually, that kind of looks nice. I just need to pull it down on like my neck and kind of give it a little go, but I'm pretty sure it's an eyeshadow. But if you want, you could definitely use it as a bronzer as well. And who knows, maybe in the summertime I'm gonna be super tan one day, so I'll use it. Just the good thing though, it's like blending. You can always blend into the hairline, on your ears, on your neck, jawline, and just make it all kind of fit. It's like putting together a puzzle. So something that I've never done is like the contour baking on the chin. I already have like a pretty decently strong jawline. I don't know if I need to do it, but hell, seems like I just like love to experiment while I'm filming, so why don't we just do that? Let's go in with Beauty Blender. I'm going to take this little one right here, and I'm going to, like that. I didn't contour my nose. I'm going full Kardashian today, which is basically like drag for any normal human being. Use my little brow brush, and I'm gonna take my Laura Sanchez in Moods and not normally like a nose contour girl. It's a little creepy for me to see, but it just doesn't look right unless you go full Kardashian. This is actually kind of fun though. Do they do anything on their chin? Do you do like a chin contour? I don't know. Maybe something like that. I'm gonna go in with my baking powder again and just, I think I'm done. I just need some blush and lashes and then a lip and I'm done. Okay, take my big fair brush and gorgeous. Okay, so I have this contour bronzer moment happening. Now let's give it a little zhuzh. I'm gonna go in with my NYX. This is Baked Blush and Illuminator. This stuff, as I remember, it's not super pigmented, so you can kind of build it a little bit more. Now for highlighter. I think I've been saying the name of this wrong. I've been saying Ofra. I think it's Ofra. I heard James Charles say in one of his videos, Ofra Cosmetics, and I was like, oh shit. Anyways, Ofra in Star Island. It's just so funny how highlighter like became a thing. In junior high, I remember going to school one day with highlighter all over my face. I didn't know at the time it was highlighter. I just got into my mom's makeup and she had this like loose powder and it was shiny and it was like kind of a nude shiny. I thought it was like foundation or blush. I literally put it all over my hands and put it all over my face. I'm doing my makeup. I'm a teenager now, and I'm pretty sure it was highlighter, but nobody told me. Well, of course, as soon as I get on the bus, somebody points it out and they say, "Ooh, you're shiny." And I'm like, oh, fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know how it is, like in junior high and stuff, when somebody points something out, it's like, don't look at me. I just put a little bit of that highlight on my nose too. Yeah, it's just so funny because I thought I was being like so like I can do my makeup. I'm 13 now. I know how to do makeup, and I put highlighter all over my face. Anyways, I'm super digging this. I'm going to do a lip now. So she has like a nude, it looks like a dark brown. So I think this will be the best bet. This is Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in Big Proposal. Yep, that eyeshadow is starting to crease a little bit. You see that? Damn. So we're gonna have to pack on a little bit more shadow just to fill in that patchiness. Okay, that's a little bit better. On top of my lip, I'm going to use CoverGirl 230 Creme lipstick. I love doing makeup. It's so much fun for me, and now that I've started this YouTube channel, it's kind of a reason to just like try crazy looks and crazy makeup and just like, you know, experiment, have fun. Cute. I've noticed other makeup artists like James Charles, they'll do one eye look and then say, "I'll be back," and do the other eye look. For me, I have to do both eyes at the same time. Otherwise, if I'm messing around and building and creating something on this side, I'm not necessarily going to remember all of the steps it took to do this one the exact same way. So I tend to work on this side, then work on this side, make them even, this, even, this, even, because otherwise I will completely lose track of what my process was for the whole thing. I'm going to go through with a black pencil. I think I might actually use my pen because I can get really close next to my lash line, and I'm just going to go at an angle. Dab, 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 dab. See how that helped like just define that lash line a little bit more. I do have these big ass sparkles. Should I just like go off on this? Because I have my rhinestones too. No, we'll save that for a different video. We'll do like a cute rhinestone, kind of like Desi Perkins inspired. She is like, honestly, I love Desi. She's probably my favorite YouTuber. Desi and Katie, they're like my favorites. And they're pretty much the reason that I started doing YouTube, because I felt like they were just so authentic and they spoke to me as a viewer. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I know these girls, even though I had only watched like a couple videos of theirs. It just felt like I knew them, you know, and come to find out they both have 3 brothers. I have 3 brothers. I was like, dude, can I be the 3rd friend and we can all just like let our brothers get together and hang out? My mascara, this is the On the Rise, NYX On the Rise, and I'm putting it on before my lashes today. Lashes. They're Ardell Naturals, but they're gigantic. They're 174 is the size, I think. Let's see how they go. Wow, okay, so those actually went on really nicely. Maybe it's just these Ardell lashes, but damn. Okay. I'm gonna finish off with a little mascara on those. I keep getting that glitter fallout. So yeah, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly did. I really didn't want it to end. I hope everybody continues to subscribe, like, ring the bell so that you know when I come out with a new video, and look forward to more of these Kelsey challenges. Stay tuned and keep watching and just stick with me as I evolve and we do this thing called makeup and life together. Is that cute? Peace out. Should have not have taken that Adderall. Oh god. Whoa. So I really can't tell if that face paint is working for me or against me.
Wow. Like and subscribe.
Oh shit. I'm gonna try it out. Oh wait. Well. Iridescent highlighter in the... I have to pee real quick. Hold on. We're just gonna do a little smoky smoke to take the pain away. Wow. Is it working or no? Yikes. Again, I think this is my third time concealing just in this video. One thing at a time, Kelsey. Okay.